From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Bills Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Buffalo Bills. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's Mitchell on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
At the 34-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, Mitchell got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Mitchell. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Mitchell. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
Mark Andrews.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Off play action. Mitchell. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's fourth down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
On for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. The 30, 10, and that's a touchdown. But hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Allen off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
13-yard line.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Number 1.
A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delay.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
To throw is Mitchell. Off the play fake. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for his wideout. It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Mitchell. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
That's the end.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 33 and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big offer.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Intercepted.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Mitchell throwing on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And it's second down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now Mitchell to throw on third down. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. Past the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Touchdown, Bills. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Panther first down.
Here's McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now an option play on second down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
At the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Allen again. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That's good for 28 yards.
First down.
From the gun, Mitchell. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And this will be incomplete. Mitchell. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half. Are they going to measure revenge there? Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now a timeout.
Number 20.
7 seconds left in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Uncorks one for... It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. On first down, Allen. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 17. It's a foot race. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Mitchell. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. On 4th and goal, here's the option. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. McCaffrey turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. In his own end zone, it's Allen finding Knox there, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Here we go. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Come on.
From the gun, Allen buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Now Allen throwing on 3rd and long. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Brian Burns able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. "35 yards that time on the punt, and the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. And they'll begin by running the option. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Micah Hyde comes flying in from safety for the sack.
4 yards. It's 2nd down.
Mitchell now off the bootleg. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 17.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And again this time to the tailback. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Throwing now is Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 21. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Mitchell. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Stepping up, he'll try and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jalen Ferguson, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Allen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Staying on his feet. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Ed Oliver. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
It's 3rd down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Mitchell. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
We call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
A gain of a yard.
On 2nd and 9. Allen. Forced out to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike, regular. Cover. Check, 55.
To throw again. Allen throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. And it is good. So they take the lead, and now the pressure falls on their defense to try and hold on.
Panthers 13.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel that.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Now Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Check 93 is the mic. Here we go. Check 93 is the mic.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts him up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
And a little decision to be made. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Here's Mitchell. Off play action. He's going to let it fly. It's caught at the 10. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw. Being chased out left. And it's caught. And the Panthers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. Third and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. Well, Charles, an absolutely thrilling finish there at the end. Down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun was that ending, though, for us?
We were standing up.
I had to. You had to get out of your seat for that one. That close to the goal line? Oh, that was fun.
So for the Bills, they at least